Hello and welcome to another episode of Crizzy Books. I'm Crizzy, or Criz, but only my homeboys call me Criz. And today we're going to be doing a special short story review for Conquered by Clippy by Leonard Delaney. I don't remember exactly how I found out about this. I want to say I saw it in a meme. It's always intrigued me and I've always been like, I need to read that seems very funny. This falls into the very niche subgenre of erotic science fiction. There's a lot of stuff like this on Amazon. If you ever want a good laugh, go check out the erotic fiction section on Amazon. The titles and the covers are hilarious. They're so funny. But this is the only one that I've ever read. I don't read these when I'm alone. I don't. But I just had to read it. I mean, look at it. You can't. How could I not? This is a brisk 16 pages too, so I mean, I knocked it out in 20, 30 minutes. There are so many other ways to waste your time that are worse than this. So, in this, we follow our main character, Christy Ackerland. She's been hired by Microsoft to investigate some kind of ancient ruins located in Silicon Valley or an ancient alien artifact, something like that. And she flies with the CEO, Phil Gates, in his helicopter to the site. They open up some kind of alien spaceship or artifact or something, and out comes Clippy, life-size version of the Microsoft Word virtual assistant. He's a giant paperclip with eyes. Eventually, there's a collapse in the ruins. Phil Gates dies or doesn't. It turns out he's a robot or something. I don't know. Clippy then becomes more autonomous. And then Clippy and Christy bang. That's pretty much all it is. This was my introduction to the genre, and I thought that this was hilarious. It's really funny. It's super short, and I don't feel like I wasted my time at all. I was thoroughly entertained throughout the entire thing. So let's get into what do I like. Again, very funny. Laughed out loud multiple times. It doesn't take itself too seriously and leans into, the absurdity of the situation. At certain points, the author will be describing something and then just kind of give up and just say, whatever. And I love that, just complete lack of just giving a shit just to move it on. It knows what it is. It knows what it's doing. It's great. When Clippy said, "I'm micro hard," I lost my mind. I gotta say, and I hate myself for this. Again, I'm not somebody who reads this kind of smut. But the sex scene in it was surprisingly competent and a little steamy. I know how ridiculous that sounds. I didn't think it was that bad. It was ridiculous and funny and super raunchy, but I think it got its point across, I would fuck Clippy, for sure. I think that in a lot of the other things that I read, like fantasy and science fiction and horror and stuff, the sex scenes are usually, not great. Not that I need a full-blown, I don't even know where I'm going with this. I just think that, usually you read something that's just kind of awkward in a lot of the things that I read, and, has this author even had sex before? And you read something like this, I was like, Jesus Christ. Wow. Yeah, and also at 16 pages, again, it does not overstay its welcome. It knows what it is. It knows when to get in and get out, if you know what I'm talking about. I enjoyed it. I had fun. I was having a little trouble explaining the plot, but plot's really unnecessary. Who gives a shit? Short, sweet, funny, dumb. All my favorite things. I love it. I'm going to give Conquered by Clippy a 5 out of 5. I found out when I started this was actually a sequel. It's part of a series. I believe that this is the second story. So there's 2 more in the steamy erotica story of Christy Ackerland banging inanimate objects. I believe one is about Tetris. And I don't remember what the third one is, but at the end of this one, it's kind of like setting up some type of sequel or bigger plot or something. I don't know, but I'll probably read them at some point because this was funny. But have you read Conquered by Clippy or any other funny science fiction erotica? Sound off in the comments below. Leave a like. Hit that subscribe button. And as always, thanks for watching. Bye.